Learning Partners is an organisation that was founded over 20 years ago, mostly by women, and is still being run today, mostly by women. We've had many years' experience assessing, coaching and training thousands of people in different organisations and roles. So we've had plenty of opportunity to observe and assess the different behaviours of men and women in business. And we'd make the following two observations. That women tend to undervalue and underestimate their contribution, and secondly, that women focus more on building relationships to achieve results, and the business environment focuses more on achieving results than building relationships. So what does neuroscience tell us about this situation? That men and women do use their brains differently, and in fact the psychometric tool Myers-Briggs explains this difference in the preference for decision-making called thinking and feeling. People with a thinking preference disassociate themselves from a situation in order to remain objective. They weigh up the facts and data, look at the options, and make a decision to be fair by applying a principle equally to a group of people. They can come across as critical and competitive. More men have this preference than women. Neuroscience tells us that people with a thinking preference make more use of their task processing networks, which we use to analyse facts and data to understand them and to conduct logical reasoning. People with a feeling preference, on the other hand, associate themselves into a situation in order to understand how people feel about it, what is important to them, their emotions and values. They generate options and make a decision in order to be fair to individuals. They can come across as rather tender-hearted and definitely more encouraging in their language. More women have this preference than men. Neuroscience tells us that people with a feeling preference make more use of their mentalizing system, which we use to understand, predict people's goals, intentions, values, and emotions. So what advice would we give women in business? Firstly, to follow the path of equity feminism, which celebrates the differences in the genders and their different strengths. Secondly, not to try and behave like men at the expense of your own strengths. And thirdly, to change the culture of business practice, to consider the importance of building relationships, as well as achieving results. You can do this through using competencies and values, which describe specific behaviours of relationship building and collaboration. The tool for this is to build assertion. Assertion values and balances concern for self with concern for others, seeks other people's opinions, gives your own opinion, and looks for win-win solutions. The technique here is to show empathy. The first step of empathy is to understand the other person's position by summarising it. The second is to show some understanding of the emotion in this situation, how the person is affected by it. And the third is to offer support to seek win-win solutions. But there is also a situation where we need to show empathy, where we understand the other person's position, but show clearly that it cannot be taken into account in this situation. Learning Partners offers coaching and training to help people build their courage and self-confidence to use empathy and help women be successful in business.